It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. The Springfield Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play, and Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey there. Once again, it is just Sarah. I am so sorry that Ethan is not here, and Diana, she's not here either. So you got me solo again today, but we have a good show for you. Here is a look at the news. Springfield police say the woman who was stabbed Tuesday night in West Springfield off Golden and Madison was not believed to be a random act. They are still looking for the man who did it, though. The woman was stabbed in the stomach with scissors. She is expected to be okay. If you have any information on that crime, you are asked to call Springfield police. Still lots of questions there and not as many answers. But again, they do not believe that that was a random act. The 31-year-old woman who hit a Greene County deputy with her car outside Dungeons of Doom haunted house back in October. Yeah, she just got 10 years behind bars. During an altercation in October, Kayla Zahner dragged a deputy and a man who was in that deputy's custody underneath her vehicle. And she also hit a Dungeons of Doom employee in the same event. Officers say her blood alcohol content was at almost 0.14%, which is well above the limit of 0.08%. A big new parking lot is coming to Ozarks Technical Community College in Springfield, and it should alleviate quite a parking headache, if you will. Come next August, so by the time classes start in August 2024, that $2.2 million parking lot should be open. It's going to be located at the corner of Pythian and Hampton and will add about 200 parking spaces. OTC will also improve the pedestrian path along Hampton Avenue by adding some stone retaining walls as well as flashing lights at the crosswalk. Two historic neighborhoods in Springfield are getting quite a facelift. Homes in the Woodland Heights neighborhood and the Grant Beach neighborhood are being spruced up this week. Crews are there working to repair and repaint the houses just on the outside there to try to beautify that neighborhood as part of the Restore SGF program. They have grant money to do so. The goal is to bring neighbors closer together and just improve the overall look of the historic neighborhoods. If you are traveling for Christmas, beware. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security says that the Israel-Hamas war has them raising our potential for a threat of violence here. The agencies say make sure you are vigilant at any large gatherings over the Christmas season. Terrorists, as you know, often strike on meaningful holidays. Well, if you want to switch TV providers, that's about to get easier and cheaper to do. The FCC is proposing new restrictions on fees to change providers. The proposal would give partial refunds if you cancel in the middle of the month. The public can weigh in on this for now before a final vote on that proposed measure. All right, this is kind of cool. Another new update is coming from Apple. I mean, I think it's cool. Some people probably won't like it, but the aim is that it will make it harder to get into your phone or to your device to steal information, like for a thief. The new update will add biometrics where you'll have to scan your face or your finger to access certain data on your phone. The feature will be enabled when you are away from your familiar locations, like your house or your job, your workplace. And you also do have to opt into that new feature at the next Apple update. Today is the day a second Chick-fil-A is coming to Branson. Did you know it? How about that? I guess if you live there, you probably knew it, but I haven't driven by in a while, apparently. But the new one opens today on the Highway 76 strip. It's about 3 miles west of the current Chick-fil-A in Branson that is also on the Highway 76 strip. The new one is at 2915 West 76 Country Boulevard. They are now open right now. They open early this morning, and they will be opened, of course, Mondays through Saturdays. All right, this is really cool. Tonight, if you don't have any plans and you want to take your sweetheart on a little Christmas date, you can go to Fair Grove. The historic town is offering a Main Street Christmas. So what that means is that on Thursday nights, not just tonight, but Thursday nights in Fair Grove for the Christmas season, the small businesses on historic Main Street and Old Mill Road are serving up food, fun, Christmas lights, and a festive atmosphere. The windows are decorated with an old-time Christmas feel. They will have extended shopping hours, free tours of the old mill, hot chocolate, sweet treats, and food. So it's going to be pretty great. Fairgrove, of course, is about 10 miles north of Springfield, right up Highway 65. Should be a great time and a good date night if you're looking for something to do. Well, thanks so much for joining me on this Thursday morning. Ethan will be back with me tomorrow morning, and I hope to see you then. Until then, have a great, great day.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, December 14th, and we are waking up above freezing in the Ozarks. Warm for December for the middle of the month, and spoiler alert, kind of looks like the rest of the month is going to be warmer than average as well. I have temperatures that look really comfortable. In fact, there will be people today that make it to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Really nice and warm. If you have to run some errands today, it would be a nice day to do so. Still, of course, light jacket necessary, but 60 degrees, you can't beat it. Others will stay in the upper 50s. The one thing I have to mention with the forecast today is that there could be some elevated fire weather conditions, specifically for the eastern Ozarks, I think east of Highway 65. It's where we have some low relative humidity, some breezy conditions, and it could mean elevated fire danger. So just a big heads up for you folks out in our eastern counties today. Overall, though, we've been talking about warm December weather, and today, no different. In fact, this is likely the warmest day of the work week forecast, dry and warmer than normal. Today, we are also going to be above average tomorrow afternoon. Then a cold front is going to bring some unsettled weather for us. That happens Friday night into the weekend. I don't think it looks like an overwhelming amount of rainfall for us here in the Ozarks, but the rain chance will cool our temperature, so keep that in mind as well. Today, all the active weather is out to our west in the Rockies, portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, also getting in on some rainfall today. They need the rainfall, so they will be getting a little bit of that. And of course, the big rain story across the country today is going to be in Florida, southeastern Florida, getting a ton of water here all the way through Friday. Elevated fire weather conditions for the eastern Ozarks today, and then that rain chance returns to the area Friday night through Saturday night. So there could be on and off rain showers that you're dodging. If you have plans Friday evening, if you have plans anytime through the day on Saturday, I think we could be dealing with some rain across the Ozarks. The highest rain chances, about 50% on Friday night. A lower rain chance, maybe about 30% chance for rain through the day on Saturday. And then those rain chances will be moving east of the area by Saturday night. And then I am expecting us to likely stay dry in the forecast on Sunday. Still a bit of uncertainty with how the upcoming weather system evolves. So make sure you check back with this forecast. Of course, I'll have another update for you tomorrow morning. But as it looks now, I think Friday night, after sunset, we will see the rain showers move into the region, and we'll have on and off scattered rain chances in the forecast through Saturday, finally coming to an end on Saturday night. There is this strong signal also for above average temperatures in the 8 to 14 day outlook. I've been telling you about this warm pattern, and it's exactly what we're seeing. I mean, not just for us here in the Midwest. The entire country will likely see above normal temperatures through the end of the month of December. It's pretty crazy. It's some of the warmest weather or places that are going to be further above average than typical, actually going to happen in the Northern Plains and the Great Lakes region. That's where we're really expecting to see likely temperatures above average, but most of the country is seeing warm weather, and that does include the Christmas holiday. For those of you traveling, that could be really good news because it means winter weather won't be as much of a headache as it sometimes can be. The outlook through the end of the week today, I told you we could hit 60 here in Springfield. Other places will be upper 50s, but warm everywhere under a partly cloudy sky. On Friday, we have cloudy skies that will build in through the afternoon. Chance for rain begins in the evening, but not before we hit a high temperature of 58 degrees. The temp drops a little bit on Saturday with the rain chances on and off through the day. High temperature on Saturday near 50, and will likely stay near 52 by Sunday, and that partly cloudy sky will return as we wrap up the weekend. Around the country, here's what's happening. Moderate to heavy snowfall and below average temperatures for the southern Rockies and the high plains, all part of the same storm system, bringing wet weather to the Four Corners region. We've also got rainfall in Texas today, and then just quite a storm happening in southeast Florida. I mean, they are talking about soggy conditions with high winds too. Really terrible conditions happening down in South Florida. So if you know anybody trying to get away or snowbird down there, well, they're not having a very nice time weather-wise as we head through the end of the work week. The northern tier and the west begin a warm-up today that will stick with us through the weekend and through much of next week, of course. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question this morning, sponsored by Scooter's Coffee. This one having to do with the Christmas holiday. Ham is a traditional Christmas food in the United States. How much ham, on average, do you think Americans consume during Christmas? That's the question that I left you with yesterday. And the options were 50, 125, 250, or 325 million. And if you think us Americans can put away some ham, you would be correct. D is the answer. 325 million pounds on average, which is hard to even conceive of. But according to the National Pork Board, 24% of individuals will consume ham as an entree at least one time during an average 2-week period. It is estimated that approximately 318 million pounds of ham is consumed on Christmas, which puts it into second place as the nation's most popular holiday meats. And of course, turkey takes the top spot there for Thanksgiving, but we sure like our ham too, according to that statistic, 325 million pounds. And I know some of you probably, have ham at this side of the family, and then you go to the other side of the family and have it there. So I guess it makes sense. D, the answer today. Congrats if that was your guess over on the website. You're now entered to win a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. Here's your next chance to win the movie Miracle on 34th Street. Such a good movie. Based on a real-life department store. What department store? Do you think it's A, Gimbel's, B, Bloomingdale's, C, Macy's, or D, Nordstrom? You can enter your guess. Do that over at aroundtheozarks.com. No Googling. That takes all of the fun out of it. But it's a chance to win $20 to Scooter's Coffee. That's what we give away every single day here on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. You can do that over on the website. While you're there, make sure you check the weather forecast. We have it up to the minute for you all day long over at the website. And you can also enter the 12 Days of Christmas giveaways with Around the Ozarks. Lots of great prizes. So don't forget to enter that too while you're on the site already. Share it on social media and you get a bonus entry, all of it for free. Thanks for listening this morning. I will chat with you again tomorrow morning. Enjoy the warm weather, and I will catch you tomorrow.